Broadcast live.
Nomfundo bengithi sis Nomfundo mara bangibona Nomfundo
Ngeke bini
wena ngathi uceda ukuphuma ku high school yathi nje anje uceda ukuphuma ku high school namapimpulo aphela nje manje nje ku first year
no, you know, the thing is I am Nomfundo Moh, and that Moh is for mosquito. So I hope now it all makes sense.
So
yes.
Mosquito, okay, so igama lo mosquito
it's a childhood nickname. I've always been so tiny and petite, but I've always loved the spotlight. So lapho khona benga expect khona to see me. You will definitely see me there. And I just had that impact bantu. I'd always shake people and they were like, oh man manje lo mncanyana lo. So they were like, ayi uphunywa bemphethu mosquito nje wena umncane but uyatinyela everywhere. So that's how it came about, and I ended up embracing it.
So ucula kucala kuphi, because you this mosquito but your voice is this big. You know, your voice is an opera singer. Not to say opera singers are big. I'm just, don't want to be judged, you know.
I know. We want to
it's not opera patients, you know. Bring it to Oprah, you know.
Well, indaba yokucula iqala kude ukuthi bengawuthatha serious music. I grew up in a very musical family. Ekhaya vele bayakholwa, so nje singing bekuyinto elula. Umamkhulu wami they lead soprano esontweni. So we just sit around makumnandi, we end up freestyling sicule. Ayingagcina sengijoveka ke nami. Noma ngithola ithuba lokuthi mhlambe Sunday school uyacula kwichoir. I was like, I want to shine, even if there is someone who was already singing the lead. Uzongithola sengilidayo mase siphambi kwabantu. Icala ngilithetha after that. So ngagcina ngumuntu nje othandayo umculo, even sengiseresi eUKZN bengumuntu ongathandi nje kuba outdoors. Hlala indoors, do freestyles, and ngagcina sengattend ama open mic, and that's when ngajove ukuthi no, maybe umusic ngawubuka ngelinyiso ke manje, not ukuthi ngigcine ngokucula ekamereni. And that's how abolilizela were born. Namanye amaculo alandelayo.
So I mean ukuthi bakubona ubani ukuspotayo uqala ukuthi okay, like mele simfake studio, you know, mele simkhiphe kuma open mics, simfake kuma open studio, open plan studios.
Okay, I attended this open mic session for the first time on campus. I was during my second year, 2019. And I happened to perform this other time, ngizamela nami. And then kuqhamuke omunye ubhuti, he's a poet, Blessing NMC gama lakhe, shout out to him. Angicela ukuthi ucela ukwenza ingoma nami ngivume, and sathi masiye studio, that's how I got introduced to my producer Nation Cross. Shout out to Nation Cross. Yeah, you know it, oi. Who learns yes. That's because that's sponsor could sing to. So that's where I met Nation Cross, and from then he was like, no, you've got a wonderful voice. Ucanguthi ngibuye studio, because he was working on EP. He wanted to feature me, and in return, writing a free song, and that was Ililizela, and Ililizela boosted my confidence. I was like, Angisa begi gemumpa manch.
So was balela vele from the beginning?
Definitely, bengis balela ngaqala ukubhala at the age of 2016, with support noma bengipushwa abangani. They were like, ayeka amacula abantu manje ake sibone ukuthi wena uyakwazi yini ukubhala. And I was like, I love a challenge, so let me give it a try. Ngazama ikhona ukuthi angizange ngiyirekhode ingoma yokuqala engayibhala.
So manje masoselilizela namhlanje, and you know wonke umuntu ingqondo yakhe ukuthi melaze ejube ukuthi babe successful, but for when story sakho ngithi it's almost like someone found you from Durban and then brought you into Joburg instead of you finding Joburg, you know. So how did that happen? How were you found to be signed in one of the biggest labels in the world, Universal, you know?
So so that's the inner voice in me, trying to kuluma anytime. So in the after recording Ililizela, Nation introduced me to Ubhuti Eddie. Unesineke for talent. So he was like, azameni ungqongqoza kweminye iminyango mhlawumbe izovuleka. So sithe sisasemzameni ukuthi ke zame ungqongqoza And then boom, khona umuntu ongi-introduce kuMpilo, cousin wakhe. So cousin kaMpilo besizwana ngalendlela le unjengobhuti wami. So he kept on playing Lilizela until uMpilo azabuza ukuthi ubani lo kaLilizela. So he was interested ekutholeni more noma ukwazi more about me, and then sagcina sesikhuluma ngamxhumanisa with uEddie okuyena ebengisuka naye le. Bakhuluma baba nokuzwana, sonke sine vision eyodwa ukuthi sifisa ukubona ibrand kaNomfundo Moh ikhula. So sahlangana sasebenzisana ndawonye kwaze kwafika lapho khona sekungenelela no-Universal, since uMpilo ube nobudlelwano obuclose nabantu ba-Universal, and they were like, we love this talent, so asimsondeze eduzane.
When all this is happening, usaqhubeka and esikolweni azange uyeke isikolo. Recently bo post ithombe ucokele icoko lezi ezikhulu ezi-square.
Yes.
Graduated. What were you graduating for?
I was graduating for a Bachelor of Social Work. Ngoba nginothando labantu, and I saw the need to do something or ngikhethe i-career ezongenza ukuthi ngibe there for people, for the society, and that was social work for me.
Do you think that like you will get to a point where awusafuna ukwenza music anymore and you actually go dust your degree? Was it a degree, right?
Yeah, it's a degree.
Yeah, dust your degree in 4 years. Come on now.
Yes, you know, I just had to.
Yeah, when just 4 years now.
Yes.
Let me show you the degrees of this degree, you know? So do you think there'll be a time when you just dust this degree and you go, this is the career I want to go? Or you chose this career because on the side it's something that you want to do? Where are you putting your academic and your music with regards to how you want to move in the future?
That's very tough, because I never thought ukuthi music ngangibeka kuleli zinga engikulona manje. It was just that love eseceleni. Mina nje into ebengizitshela yona ukuthi no, ngiyosebenza ngabantu. I'll go to the field and practice the social work, which is why I studied it. So music, when it started picking up and I'm in the middle of my academics, I was like, there's no way I'm dropping, because you never know whether you will make it in the music industry or not. So it was just me gambling with the music thingy. But here we are now, and I'm like, there's no going back now. Angeke abantu bengithande kangaka besupport umculo wami bengibeke lapho ngikhona bese ngithi I will just leave music. No ways, because I believe I'm still doing what I'm passionate about. I'm still healing hearts, broken souls through my music. I'm doing exactly in the in the field in the social work. Yeah,
I mean, I realized even like with the crew, you know, there's different songs that speak to different people, you know, whether it's something like a soft life, you know, then was a song, or for me, now I was telling you, like I never knew that you actually released the Deluxe. You know, the way nje uhithenga khona
Ngiyafithizela.
Benga expecta ngathi ngibanike a little bit more, you know.
Ngiyafithizela ngenzela ukuthi noma ade nganakila nako ukuthi hayibo, there is this mosquito nyano lokhu ubhaza la. Usiphatheleni. Ibusiso is the song that I like. I really love that song. For me, it seems like, you know, you come from where you come from, which one would assume is a humble beginning, because anga yenzi a background check, you know. But when you'd come from that place, and then this music thing works, and you perform and you travel and you make money, and you see your peers and your friends who are not as moving at the pace that you are moving. It felt like it was a song that like you were acknowledging your blessings, and you are like, as much as I am blessed, you know, I wish those blessings for the people around me, particularly those that you know that like sometimes it feels like it's maybe an out of body experience. Kunjalo, and I'm super happy with you actually analyzed ingoma kanjalo. That's a win for me, because that means I did my job and you actually did your job of finding out ukuthi kahle kahle uthini lo ntombazane mayithi. Yeah, ikingishaye kakhulu lo nto ukuthi I see ukuthi everyone is trying lapho ekhona. They are trying. Ikhona ukuthi izibusiso zethu ngeke sifike kanye kanye. Mina, okay, I feel blessed right now. But kunabantu abaseduze kwami engibona ukuthi they are also trying their best. Kuyikhona ukuthi akakabi isikhathi sabo. So mina ngizoma lapha ngwenkosi ngithi baba mangibusisa, can you please remember them too, because they are trying nabo banemndeni to feed. So can you also please grant them that soft life or a better life ke angisho njalo if it's not a soft life, bakwazi ukuthi baphile bajabule sijabule sonke.
I think inhliziyo yokuba i-social worker leyo ukubala njenge-social worker.
That's why I actually said I'm still practicing. It's just that I'm not practicing in the field of social work.
Well, my you're feeling manje manje ufake imask ngoba wonke umuntu uzofuna autograph manje, you know what I mean?
Well, yes, I kind of experienced that last year since I was doing my final year last year. So bengimele sibe kwi-field to practice. And ngakhetha ukupractice ngasekhaya because I felt like no ngidinga abantu abanjengami abaphuma lapho ngiqhamuka khona. So ngiyasifikela nje basibonela ingane and then abantu they're like, "Ay, lobuso lo siyabazi." I'm like, "I know. Mina ngizela ukuzopractice la okolilizela okwenu lokho." And they actually started loving me because bangazi njengoNomfundo qhamuke UKZN, not Nomfundo Moh, and nama ngizange ngibatshela ukuthi this is me, I am Nomfundo Moh. So lokho kwa created that kind of bond between mina nabo. Even nama clients abefika, I made sure ukuthi ngizama ukuba as professional as possible. Ngigcina ukuthi la ngisefieldini ngizopractice, angizile ukuzocula. Sekuba kuwena ukuthi after our session sofuna ukuthi mhlambe ke start isithombe then ngize ngiqhabe.
Yeah, that's beautiful because mele ukhumbule ukuthi abuye UK, ubuye UK.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
We go to UK.
Yeah. Uye UK yovakasha ngoba yenza umsebenzi mara kahle. ZN. At the end, ZN. You know? That's beautiful. I mean, and ngiyabona nje, just like your blessings are coming at a very early age, and you've been nominated for so many awards, and you've also literally have literally gotten so much plaques just off your music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In it, because into bongayicabangi, I must hope ukuthi okay ngizoyenzani next with my next album. Is there sort of pressure, you know, for you to kind of go, okay, how am I gonna come back with the next album? Considering that, like, you weren't waiting for this, you weren't anticipating this rapid success, you know, sitting in a post-COVID success.
Yeah, no, I do music because I love music, and I believe in making good music, not hit songs. So loko bekungisiza ukuthi even after iphakade lami ngibe nesibindi of making other songs, although bengibona ukuthi iphakade lami keeps on picking up and it actually led to my breakthrough. Lokho kungisiza ukuthi ngenze ezinye ingoma without thinking ukuthi le ngoma ngifuna ukuthi idlule iphakade lami. Hence we have songs like Soft Life that just picks up because abantu bayayithanda ingoma. So the same applies to my next project, whatever is Ophuma. It's gonna be me doing good music because I do music for the people.
Yeah. Nomfundo, I think what's very important, like those jokers, city or UK, you from UKZN. I think there's a lot of young girls like from exactly where you're from, and some not even where you're from, but they can relate with who you are. And I think that the one thing that you came here with today, you just had an incredible energy, you know, you just had a burst of energy, and it felt like you love what you do, you know. And I want you to keep that energy, you know, and just keep the passion for what you do, but most important, just keep the connection for the people where you come from, the source of where you come from, because mangizu ingoma zako, they have such substance. And that's why different people feel them, because you are literally connected to a feeling that people are going through. So never ever forget that, you know. And I wish you all the luck, you know, with everything that you're doing, with all the healing that you're gonna do with music. You're still very young, you know, like you're still very young.
I know.
and your success also is really, really, really incredible at this time. I want you to remember that like you've still got time. And I want you to know that like you got a lot of options also. This music thing can stop tomorrow, but like what you have now, you have the privilege to experience, build wealth, and literally, but you still have so much more time. You can even go back to your career that you were studying, or even go study even more. So, Nomfundo Moh.
Yes.
but like that's what I'm saying. Just don't forget that. Don't let this industry break you because you're still young. You still have a lot that you can do, and you can even do without it because you've got the time in your life.
Yes.
So do the right thing, stay focused, keep praying, listen to the people that literally move you, and stay inspired, you know. This is the energy that a lot of young people literally need to get. You're an example of a young person who's basically like, you know, but hey, but you're an example of a young person who's fighting to find herself, and by that you're helping us, even me, go, oh man, that song, you're touching a lot of people, you know. Nomfundo Moh, the Unplug, live and direct. Make sure you go stream the Deluxe album. The album le bayenza le with the red cover, but
Amagama.
yeah, ngithi amagama Deluxe.
Yes.
But yeah, no, amagama waphelelanga. Asifake Deluxe, sifake ezinye. And even those new songs are incredible. So please go get the album, stream the album. This is the future of our music. Nomfundo Moh. Let's go.
Broadcast live.